A stunning announcement from Selena Gomez today. She revealed she's recovering from a kidney transplant. The Grand Prairie native suffers from lupus, which is an autoimmune disease that can attack organs. Gomez says the donor was actress and good friend Francia Reza, and Gomez's announcement really spotlighted this afternoon the need for organ donation. So now we're joined by Dr. Richard Dickerman, who is a kidney transplant surgeon from Methodist Dallas. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon, doctor. Really appreciate it. So firstly, I want to talk about how fortunate Selena Gomez is to have had a donor, particularly a live donor, because I do believe those are the ones, they tend to be more successful or maybe have higher success rates than when you have a donation or a kidney that's donated from a non-live patient?
That's correct.
Yeah?
Living donor kidneys last longer and have better function than kidneys from patients who are deceased.
When we're talking about kidney transplant, this is a major surgery, not just for the person receiving the organ, but also the person donating it. So is Selena Gomez in the clear? Let's talk about what she's dealing with now in the aftermath.
Well, she's not in the clear totally, but she stands a pretty good chance. Living donor kidneys, practically 90% of them are alive, are working at the end of a year. So if you take a look at 10 years, close to 85% are working. So she stands a very good chance of keeping this kidney long term. In addition, she got this kidney preemptively, which means that she did not have to undergo dialysis.
Okay.
So these kinds of transplants do even better than patients that get kidneys who are on dialysis.
When we're talking about kidney transplant, the wait is so long. You have people who are on the transplant list for years. So do you think it was smart that she was able to find a good friend who was even willing to do this? And you mentioned this sort of being a preemptive move. Was it good for her to do that?
Yes. It's really quite miraculous when we get these settings that we're able to do the transplant before dialysis is required, and having a living donor is always the best situation.
Talking about lupus now, because we know this is tied to her autoimmune disease, why is it that this disease sort of tends to go after organs like the kidneys? I read a statistic that says up to 60% of people with lupus end up getting a kidney transplant. That's pretty high.
Yes, the lupus disease is almost like rejection of your native blood vessels. The small blood vessels within organs, and particularly the kidney, are seen as foreign by the body's immune system. That's why these patients with lupus actually do better with a transplant, because the medicines that are used to fight rejection of the organ also seem to keep the lupus quiescent.
All right, well, we wish her the best of luck, and Dr. Dickerman, we appreciate you coming on this afternoon to help us understand exactly what she went through. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, the hero in this is the donor.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, thank you again.